slorp glorpin. So during like Top Prog, friend of mine, Frosty, he has his channel Mog Talk, and he was covering the world race. Whenever Mog Talk would have my stream on their stream, the chat would type slorp glorpin Mog Talk. This is the slorp glorpin emote right here. This peepo sucking on a fist. Yeah, that's the slorp glorpin.
It doesn't look like a fist.
Tit head, gills, frills, chicken legs, twig arms. Okay, so the tit head. Eggy said something about, hey streamer, your head looks like a tit. And then because I didn't acknowledge it, later in the stream, they were like, hey, someone earlier said your head looks like a tit. And because I ignored that one, another chatter reminded me, just in case I didn't see the first two. And then another, and then another, okay? And then eventually, people were just reminding me, someone earlier said your head looks like a tit, when someone earlier didn't actually say it that particular stream. So that's where that comes from. The gills. So I had surgery because I lost a bunch of weight and I had a bunch of loose skin. Now I had this surgery around my waist. You can check it out on Instagram. I posted all about it on Instagram. I gave details. You can see the pictures and everything. So if you're into that shit, you know, or if you're curious about it, you can check it out. So when I got my surgery, I had scars on the side of my body, and chatters thought they looked like gills. Okay, they thought that it looked like gills. Okay, side ussies. Okay, and then because they would spam gills, then we would do this. Okay, for those of you that have no idea what that is a puffer fish.
Gills.
Okay, so that's where the gills came from. Now, the frills. There was a chatter, I guess because of my beard. I'm not sure. But I had very majestic frills, like a lizard. You know how a lizard, they spread the frills? Well, for whatever reason, I guess I have frills. And the chicken legs, yeah, it was in the PC building stream or some shit like that. There was an RL stream where you guys saw my legs, okay? And you guys decided to make fun of my legs, okay? If you want to see my fucking legs, bro, you want to see my legs? I don't have chicken legs. Okay, look, I don't have chicken legs, okay? Actual chicken legs! So they just decided that my legs were small and to spam chicken legs. Twig arms. So there's a little bit of a story behind this. Okay, back in my younger years, okay, when I was a younger man, 25, 26, I was dating around, and you know, I was on a lot of dating websites. I was on, you know, like, you know, Tinder, POF, all that shit. You know, this was like 13 years ago, okay? I had this picture where I wanted to show my tattoos, you know, because I wanted to show my tattoos, and it was from like the side. And I met this girl or whatever, you know, we went out and, you know, had a good time or whatever, went back to her house, fucked around, you know. And then, you know, in the aftermath, we were talking, you know, about like, you know, just random shit, you know. And I mentioned, I was like, you know, well, do I look like my pictures? And she said, yeah, I really like you, except for I thought your arms would be bigger. That's what she said. In my head, I was thinking to myself, well, that's funny because I thought you'd be smaller, you know, but I didn't say that. Okay. Because I am a gentleman. Okay. I didn't say that. All right. But ever since then, I'm self-conscious. So that's where the twig arms come from. Okay. So the Burge, where does the Burge come from? I eat trail mix, but some chatter thought they were seeds for whatever reason. They're not seeds. But because the chat is stupid, they pretend that they are seeds. So then whenever I take a bite, they spam Burge arrive seeds, ? And then if I don't take a spoonful, put it up to the camera for the Burge to eat, there will be a chat war, okay? The Burge will converge and they will attack the streamer. They will threaten the streamer to shit on him and assemble the army to attack his legions if I don't supply the seeds. So that's the Burge. The rat jam. I play a game called Vermintide 2, and in this game, it's a first-person shooter, but it's mostly melee focused. Think of it like Left 4 Dead, except for zombies, it's rats. So it's a bunch of rats. So basically, in this game, you can do Twitch mode. The Twitch chat can spawn extra bosses and extra enemies to try to kill the streamer. So when you do Twitch mode, it's Twitch chat versus the streamer. Whenever Twitch chat would win and I would die, they would spam rat jam, hold them down, boys, get the wig. Okay? And when I die, instead of me dying, it's the rats holding me down and putting on the wig. This is a fate worse than death because it is humiliating. Okay? So whenever I die or whenever anything like that happens, they spam wigged. All right? That's the rat jam. Okay, now the cute chatters. The cute chatters have developed over time. This is around the Kissies era, when chat realized that they liked Kissies instead of being meme chat shitlords. They wanted to be cute chatters, and they wanted to have flowers around the Twitch chat because they want to be cute, okay? And I guess that goes hand in hand with the burger phone, honestly, because I got this phone to talk to the cute chatters. Okay, so if a cute chatter would want to talk, would want to communicate, or call me on the phone, they type Alu, they pick up the phone rings. Hello. Hello. Yes. Is this chat? Well, listen up. This James here. Got the wig on, got the whipping in the hip. Looking cute today, just like the cute chat. And that's it. And I guess that goes with the sit council. During Top Prog, we would have this fireplace and a bunch of chatters. Whenever we'd come out of the instance, you know, because people would be hanging out in chat, cheering the group on, we'd have a moment to talk briefly. You know, we would sit around the campfire. You know, we would be the sit council. And during the sit council, we would discuss topics such as cute doggos, cute ribbons, cute bows, cute bald smooth surfaces, other issues like that. So that's kind of like the cute chatters, the sit council, that kind of stuff. Dies of cringe, no cringe, and Milord. Okay, so during the time of Old English, True American, so these are like a combination, like a mesh of memes here, I would RP as some of my Final Fantasy XIV characters. I'll give you an example. This is the Silver Samurai. Long time. Decades. Since the Silver Samurai was last seen. Three books. This is so cool, man. The Way of the Bushido. Crescent Moon. That's book one. Our tale starts off. The Silver Samurai is engaged in combat with the Crimson Samurai, arch enemies, the Nemesis, battling on a mountaintop, the proving ground, surrounded by cherry blossom trees. The thunder cracks. Rain hits the two warriors hard as their swords clash. The Silver Samurai takes his stance. I am ready. Wounds the Crimson Samurai. Oh! Left for dead. The Crimson Samurai bleeds out on the proving grounds. Rain hits the warrior hard. Cold that day. Thunder cracks. The Silver Samurai sheathes his weapon. He knows he is won. He walks away. He walks away from the Crimson Samurai, knowing that one day he will return to do battle with him again. But until then, the Silver Samurai is waiting.
If that isn't the most alpha shit I've ever seen in my life, then I don't know what
That
is.
was so cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. You know what? Here's another. Here it is.
Very unfortunate. Waiting. But at least... the night is good. Oh. What have we here? Looks like another victim. Into darkness. You must strike when the blood is most ripe. Welcome to the life of a vampire.
That's good. Yeah, that was good. Okay, I like to RP as my character. Dies of Cringe also loops back in with Wins Bins because Dies of Cringe is Jet Bean. He's in the movie. That's when he dies. But in other cases, he dies of cringe. Okay, so like that was really cringe, right? Like that was probably hard to watch for some of you. Yeah, so that's where Dies of Cringe. But then Twitch chat was like, you know what? It's cool to be cringe. Instead of being embarrassed, you embrace the cringe. Where's that meme? Okay, look at the cow here. You see this cow? Look at the cow. I am cringe, but I am free. So instead of rejecting the cringe, you embrace the cringe. So there was a combination of no cringe and Old English. And then that turned into Milord, or my king. Whenever you need to do something simpy, you know, like protect Milady or some shit like that, you know, that's no cringe, Milord. Excellent jest, Milord. Yeah. So that's kind of like where that came from. Okay, so you have classic. Now, what is classic?
Dude, this fucking wig is so hot, bro.
I'm a very predictable streamer. I'm very consistent. So I like to eat on stream. And I eat at very predictable times because it's predictable. Classic Zeems. Always predictable. I typically will end my stream around 6 hours. So I've been streaming for 4 hours today. Somewhere around 6 hours, you can pretty much guarantee I'm going to stop streaming. This is a classic. And for some reason, people took this meme to the next level. Whenever I would have to go to the bathroom, classic, gotta pee. And it's like, bro, everybody has to pee. It's just not me. So anyway, so that's kind of like where classic came from. Okay, Yoder. So sometimes during stream, I will have a video up in the background. These videos are 1 hour of silence, occasionally broken up by a random sound. So like you can have a lot of these videos in there, like this. All right, now I would have these up, and one really mean one to do is like the Discord ping. So I would have this up in the background. Just that. That's all it is. Or this one. That one. That one's also mean too. And people were losing their shit. They were going crazy because it was coming from my stream, but they couldn't figure out where the fuck it was coming from. So eventually I started searching around for like other random things like this. And I found the Yoda one. And this turned out to be way better than I thought because this sound, it had really good timing. 1 hour of silence occasionally broken up by Lego Yoda death sound. Okay, we need a caster. So whoever's gonna leave, get the fuck out. But we need a caster. One of the DPS have to get the fuck out. Now, now the funniest part about this is that all of this is 100% random. It's not synced up at all. I literally just have the thing in the background and it just happened to sync up. There's been a lot of other instances too, like this one. Xeno enrages and Yoda saves the day. Oh, this is so
Wins
good.
and rage. Please give us another mechanic. Give us another mechanic. Fuck! Fuck! No!
It's like all of these are random, okay? They're all 100% random. So throughout the stream, I will have this up in the background. So if you randomly hear this, okay, that's what it is. Now, this has been upgraded actually. So it started off as just Lego Yoda, but someone suggested, why don't you slow it down 25% to make the death scream longer and more agonizing? So we did it. So it's even funnier now. So it evolved. Okay, so it went from Yoda or Yoder to Slowder. So that's it. So ffpong is a very, very hideous picture of me. It looks like it's not very intelligent. Whenever I would like make a mistake or say something stupid or basically ffpong, they would type it in chat. Whenever I would have 5 intelligence in real life. Now, this evolved into people, mostly Valley, just repeating everything I said, but putting ffpong in front of it. I'll give you an example. Let's say that I'm reading chat. You would put ffpong asterisk reads chat or something like that. For some reason, people think it's funny to repeat me. I don't know why. It's like a little kid when, you know, you and your friend are sitting there and your friend's like, hey, can I have that? And you're like, hey, can I have that? And he's like, why are you repeating me? Why are you repeating me? And then you're like, stop it. Stop it. No, seriously, quit. No, seriously, quit. You know, it's kind of like that. It's really fucking immature. It's really fucking stupid, okay? So that's ffpong. Now, now pissing in the sink. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay. I think this is the last meme. Is this the last meme? Still hasn't talked about looping. Okay. Somebody asked me, why does your chat type piss in the sink? So pissing in the sink. Okay, so I had a paranormal experience once. And in this paranormal experience, look, I'm not going to retell my paranormal experience, okay? I'm just going to tell you at the very end, okay? Basically, a bunch of weird shit happened. And I was over at my friend's house and we were in the basement, okay? His room, his bedroom was in the basement. So, you know, that's where we'd play games and, 64 and PlayStation and stuff like that, okay? His house was haunted. He didn't have a bathroom down in his basement because it was unfinished. It was just like his bedroom. But he had a utility sink, for like mixing chemicals and, stuff like that. It's, for those of you that don't know, it's basically a small bathtub kind of, but for, chemicals and stuff. Okay. So he had a utility sink. So I got up, I woke up and I had to use the bathroom, but I didn't want to go all the way upstairs. So he said, yo, just piss in the sink, dude. It's all good. So when I went out of his room...
And you pissed in it?
Okay, yes. I pissed in the utility sink. The funny thing is that the entire story is now focused on the fact that I pissed in the sink and not the paranormal experience. So that's where that story comes from. Okay, PepAW/sludge. This is an emote that is spammed when I am doing something on stream that the chatter does not approve of. So I'll give you an example. I love this channel, Bizarre Bub, but there are some people that think the videos are boring. They don't like the videos. Me, I love this channel. And if you like this type of shit, I recommend it. This is an amazing channel. But whenever a streamer or whenever I do something that the chat does not approve of, they will type sludge and then their concern, their issue. Or they'll type PepAW. They're both used pretty much in the same way. Okay, I think sludge is a little bit more aggressive than PepAW just because it's bigger, but whatever. Same thing. Okay, looping and ranting. Okay, well, I repeat myself a lot because for some fucking reason, people have issues understanding me the first time, even though I'm extremely blunt. Okay, and I tend to bitch and complain about the same shit over and over again until it gets fixed in Final Fantasy. Okay, so I'll give you an example. I bitch a lot about Dark Knight, and they have fixed a majority of issues with Dark Knight. I bitch a lot about Warrior and Paladin, and Gunbreaker, and they have fixed a majority, if not all, the issues that I have. I mean, they haven't touched Gunbreaker, but I guess that's next expansion, so we'll see. But anyway, so whenever I start to talk about that shit, because so many people in the chat have already heard it before, they type looping, or they type, blah, 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 that shit like that. Or they say VOD friends, you know what to do, skip ahead, or good take, shit like that. Oh, I guess there's that too. This also goes with just pull. Yeah, okay. So just pull's pretty funny, because just pull, there's been multiple times in Final Fantasies where you wipe and the person knows that they caused the issue, but they don't want to bring it up because they don't want to look bad, because they're embarrassed. Okay, so then they're just like, let's not talk about it. Just pull. But the party's like, no, let's talk about the mistake, and they're like, just pull. We know what happened. So just pull comes from like, I already know what happened. Just do it. Like just do whatever it is you're trying to do. Let's say we're about to watch a video, or for the people that are excited about Baldur's Gate 3 today, if I start to get off track, they're like, just pull, because they want me to hurry up and start doing what I'm, about to do. Basically, just pull is stop stalling, more or less. Okay, so paid chatter. The chat doesn't like it when I receive compliments, because God forbid anybody give me a compliment. So they will type paid chatter. Some people actually believe that I pay my chatters to say nice things to me, because you guys type it every time someone says something nice to me. Or like, someone will say, hey, Zeem's looking good today. And then they'll type, Pepe W, nobody said that. Even though someone did say it, but they just want to make sure that I know that nobody said it. So that's where that comes from. Okay, sexting. A long time ago, I believe I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, and I was messaging her through Discord, while I was streaming. And someone typed dink donk, sexting on stream. But I wasn't actually sexting is the thing. It was just a DM. It was just a PG-13 DM. But they wanted to make it out more than what it was. So they thought, okay, that's got to be a sext. So typically when I message people on stream, but I don't show the message, people just assume that I'm sexting when I'm not. Okay, so RACT. Now, I am not a React streamer. It is not my main focus. However, I do enjoy reacting, but there came a point, and there still is, I guess it's still going on, where you guys want me to react to stuff more than actually play any games, which I think is crazy to me, because the React streams are insane. Why is it called RACT? Like, why not React? Because the Twitch chat is dumb, and because they think they're funny, they will be like, sludge wins RACT. They will purposely leave out the E because RACT is shorter. Is he gonna RACT today? Like new content just comes out. That's cool, but wins RACT. People love React content. Oh God. I guess I could have mentioned that with the Burge. For some reason, people think it's funny to type Burge arrive. So you have arrived to the stream. Then you ask me a question, and then you Burge leave. You leave the stream. For some reason, people think that's funny, to where they come to the stream, they ask a question, and then they go AFK, because that leads back into another meme. Who's he talking to? Because I'm answering a question where you just left to go AFK. So who am I talking to? I'm talking to nobody, because you got me. Hey, yeah, what's your opinion on, the current state of Final Fantasy XIV? Yeah, I'll BRB. For some reason, you think that's funny. Going back to RACT real quick, whenever we do RACT, it's very important for the chatters to inform the other chatters that the streamer is now reacting. You have to spam dink donk, send the links, he's reacting, send the link, to let everybody know that everyone should spam the chat messages with links, because he will surely react to every single link that is posted. Okay, same. I wear like 3 shirts on stream. I always wear the same 3 shirts on stream, for the most part. When people first started to notice this, they were like, same shirt, same hair, same beard, same stream, you know, or is this a VOD? Because I would rant. So whenever I rant or talk about something that I talked about yesterday, people ask, is this a VOD? It has to be, because God forbid that I talk about something 2 days in a row. God forbid that I do that. So like, as you can see, all of these memes come together. They come together, they mesh together. Whenever, you know, we see a bald person in the game, you know, people will be like, same hair, kek you. Same hair, kek W, or just shit like that. So that's same, is this a VOD? Okay, now the squeak. You guys hear this? It's the mic squeak. I purposely will squeak my mic sometimes to be funny, and I think people like it. So anyway, because YouTube sometimes will not let me monetize a video because I curse for whatever reason, they will replace my curse word with this. So well, fuck, I can't do it. But anyway, basically they will censor me with the curse word, which is very funny. Oh, the 6K brick. Yeah, okay. So my current computer right now, it costs like, I don't know, like $6,000 or some shit, man. This is my current computer. It's got big dick energy, you know, all this shit, you know. But I've had a lot of issues with this computer. I've had an insane amount of issues with this computer. Like it took me like 3 months before I could actually get the computer to run. That's where the 6K brick comes in at. Oh, I guess there's this too. Yeah, puazing. Puazing, or otherwise known as pausing. Whenever I do react content, I like to watch a little bit, then I pause, give my opinion. But whenever I do that pause, people will type Pepe W puazing, like they don't want me to pause. They don't want to hear what I have to say because fuck the streamer, he's an idiot. They just want the video to play, which completely defeats the purpose of react content. So then I have those people that don't want me to pause. So then when I don't pause, I have the people on the other side that are like, oh my God, he should react harder. He doesn't pause enough to give his opinion, blah, blah, blah. You know, that type of shit. Yeah, so that's like the react harder, like people critiquing me on how I react. No, you need to react harder, longer, better, you know? Okay, so Smad mostly emerged from DSR. DSR is a fight in Final Fantasy XIV where you have to save this NPC. So whenever it came to that part in the fight, chat would spam Smad, save him, because Smad is a combination of crying and anger. You're so mad that you're crying. Has that ever happened to you? You're so mad that you cry? Okay, well that's Smad, because save him! Because if you don't, because you're so sad that he's gonna die, but you're so mad because the streamer's not saving him, you know? So it's a combination of both. So you're smadging. Okay, so that's where Smad kind of comes from on the channel. And then the Civil War. Basically, there's different types of chatters in this stream. There's a non-sub, a sub, a VIP, people that are a part of the Burge Empire, people that are a part of the Rat Jam Empire, and people that are a part of the Peepos. As you can see, VIPs are asserting their dominance right now. They are winning the war. The quality of the chat has severely deteriorated because you have to put up with this nonsense bullshit from these VIPs. The non-subs and the subs will have to deal with this bullshit. How the non-subs and subs combat this is that they form an alliance together and type bonk the VIP emotes. So Pepe W bonk the VIPs. Yeah, so that's kind of the Civil War. So going to up enter. When you type a message in the Twitch chat and you hit enter, your message goes out. So let's say you go at Xenosys Vex. Someone said earlier your head looks like a tit. Okay, so I ignore that one. So then you at your keyboard, you're literally XFFing. Like you're looking at your keyboard like, you know, like that. You want to remind me. Okay, so what do you do? For those of you that don't know, you can just hit up and enter, and it will repeat the same message that you did. So you type that, at Xenosys Vex, your head looks like a tit. Oh, he didn't see it. So up, enter. Oh, he must not have saw it. That's okay. I'll send it again. Hath thine head resemblance of a bosom? Okay, so that's up enter because I know that's how people type in this chat. They will type something stupid and then a few seconds later, instead of retyping it or whatever, they'll just hit up and enter again because it's fast. Okay, this one, Ember came up with a series of emotes, an emote combination. Now this emote combination is Peepo Blush, Hyper Violin Time, Horsej, and Hyper Poggers. This combination of emotes fits insanely well with this music. Okay. That violin is going to town. So that is what 24-man Euphrosia is. It is a raid in Final Fantasy XIV. It's 24-man. Now, sudden chat spam. This has been a recent meme where out of nowhere, a VIP will type no cringe, sudden VIP spam. What is the purpose of the sudden VIP spam? We don't know. I have seen non-subs and they will type extremely slow non-sub spam. And then maybe 15 seconds later, they might type it again. So that's been pretty funny. Okay, now the last one, it's time. Whenever it's about time to wrap up the stream, the chat will typically type an emote, and this emote is, it's time. The emote consists of the emote disparage watching me pull up the wise tree. Whenever I'm about to end the stream, I pull this up because it's time. And that is when typically the stream ends. And I'm done for the day. I guess one more to note, actually. Yeah, this kind of goes with its time. So during its time, whenever it's around the 6-hour mark, chatters will typically remind me, they will put alert, it's time, you are getting hungry. You are getting hungry. Because I also eat at a fairly predictable rate as well. I start to get hungry around the 5-hour mark. Now, YouTube frogs don't ever get to see this, but at the end of every stream, you know what? I'm just going to do it. All right, guys, that's it. He's done. Done for the day. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the resubs, man. As always, I really appreciate it. I don't know why my chat isn't up. There it is. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Wherever you are in the world, have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Now, this is the point in the stream where I purposely remain silent. Because I forgot to give the chat kissies before I left. So the chat will remind me by completely flipping out and over dramatizing the entire situation by spamming this. They will say, Smad cute, are you forgetting something? Bochi possessed, kissies critical level. Yes. So they will continue to spam this until I give them kissies. Are you forgetting something, Drummer? The kissies critical! Where I must then proceed to go down the checklist of Okay, now, that is what the end of every stream looks like. Okay, Joel was a meme found in DSR, I believe. It was either DSR or Top. I believe where another streamer would spin their camera around, and because Joel spins, they wanted it here. Now, I actually don't hate the emote, but because chat wants it so bad, I like to fuck with chat, and I hate the emote. So that emote will never be enabled here. And they cry and they moan and they bitch. Last but not least, there has been a new meme born with the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. And that is the main character. Now, in Baldur's Gate, there's different characters, but there can only be one main character, okay? And the main character has to be the one that wins, all the time, like the most impressive. Whenever you have what we call a main character moment, okay, is whenever you have a critical success. You roll a 20. Main character. That means that in that moment, you are the main character of the story. Okay, so you want to continue to try to be the main character as much as possible. So that's where that comes in at. And that can be applied to other instances, in life or whatever, I don't know. Let's say you do something that you're extremely like you're extremely proud of, main character. That's a main character moment. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a meme for success. All right. I think that's it, right? Dude, Leo's going to hate me, man. This is another 2-hour video. Oh, you know what? Actually, wait. No, scratch that. There's one more. Loser POV. Yeah, you're right. It is the opposite of main character. There's main character, and then there's loser POV. Okay? Loser POV. Whenever you lose, whenever you're bad, whenever you're dumb, loser POV. Like me, I constantly have a loser POV because I'm bald. All right? So there you go. Okay, now we're done. Now we're really done.